Breaking news, everyone. Breaking news in the roller coaster community. Hersheypark just made a major announcement yesterday. What did they say?
They said that they're closing one of their oldest wooden coasters, Wildcat.
July 31st is going to be the last day that you can get that credit if you have not gotten it already. We've been to Hersheypark twice.
And we haven't ridden it either time because apparently it's supposed to be very rough.
Yeah, we avoided it. We didn't want to take a chance of getting a headache and ruining our whole trip. So this has kind of been in the making. Mm-hmm. People kind of expected, hey, you know what? It's a rough coaster. Hershey's really, with Candemonium and Sky Rush, they're really trying to build up their coaster collection and try to become an elite park.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And so with this destruction of Wildcat, I say there are three options of what can happen.
Okay.
Wildcat is closing. Mm-hmm. They can either tear it down, build something new in that area.
Maybe Cedar Point will say, "Hey, build a restaurant there."
And lots of great restaurants.
That would be very smart.
That's what
of Hersheypark.
That's what Cedar Point would do.
Yeah, Hersheypark should listen to Cedar Fair and Cedar Point and build a restaurant there.
Don't do that.
Leave a comment down below what kind of restaurant you think they should put there. But tearing it down is one option. Another option, it's already a GCI. So GCI has Titan Track, so they could redo the whole thing. So far, Titan Track has only been used in pieces of roller coasters. They've only just been little tiny parts of a couple roller coasters. Actually, White Lightning in Florida, and I think Prowler is going to get it, or has already gotten it or something.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either. But either one, there's never been a complete retrack of Titan Track. So it's a GCI roller coaster already, so maybe GCI will GCI their own coaster.
Possibly, so what, GCI can basically RMC a coaster? They can do the same thing that RMC can do?
I think if anyone knows if Titan Track
I don't know
has
much
the
about
same capabilities.
Titan Track at all. I don't know much about it
Yeah,
at
I don't know either. Any of you guys that know,
leave it in the comments.
Go ahead and tell us, can Titan Track, can they do inversions and crazy...
And completely redo the ride like RMC does.
Yeah. We're not sure about that. But at the very least, we know that Titan Track can just make the ride smooth and they can keep the entire ride the same, except now smooth and make it a good ride.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, we'll get into that in a moment. Right now, third option that we can think of, because as far as I know, there's only really three options.
Yeah.
Third option is what you guys already know, RMC.
RMC.
That seems to be the most obvious for what people think will happen. RMC, tear down and completely new roller coaster, new whatever in that area, or Titan Track. Those seem to be like the three options. Titan Track seems unlikely, like you said, because they said, get your last ride on it.
Get your last ride on it, and then people might think, like, oh, hey, it's the same ride. Like, maybe they don't. I mean, a lot of people don't know about Titan Track and all that, so maybe they think it's like the same ride, or pretty much the same ride.
Yeah, and if Titan Track if they do just retrack it, then
that's not really a different ride.
It's the same ride, just smoother.
Same ride, just smoother.
So that seems unlikely, unless, like we said, unless GCI can
completely
do something like RMC and create like crazy elements and inversions.
I don't
do
see
all
that
sorts of
happening,
stuff.
though.
But that's it. And then what everyone seems to think, RMC. Everyone seems to think RMC is coming in and taking it over. So I guess since that's kind of the consensus, especially since RMC has been commenting on Hersheypark's like tweets about it and stuff, Hersheypark's like, hey, we're closing Wildcat. What should we do with it? RMC comments, I think we have a few ideas. It's like... that almost made me feel like it's not going to be an RMC because it's like giving it away.
Yeah.
It's completely giving it away. Wouldn't Hershey want to do the reveal themselves? Wouldn't they want to say, hey, we're RMCing it?
Definitely.
And like make it a big deal and do a whole announcement and all that?
I mean, they could still do that. I mean, people knew that Steel Vengeance was going to be an RMC before the announcement because they already had track on it.
That's true. That's very true. But RMC wasn't responding to Cedar Point on Twitter and Facebook and stuff and saying like, hey, we're RMCing Steel Vengeance. But yeah, it was obvious, especially since like we heard as far back as 2016 that Cedar Fair was working with RMC now, and that was the direction Mean Streak was going. And then a year later, they announced, actually, no, I think it was that year, I think it was 2016 that Mean Streak closed. And then in 2017, you saw the construction going on. If it is RMC'd, I guess we're going to continue on with the rest of this video like it's being RMC'd.
Yeah.
Because that's our opinion.
Yeah.
You guys probably all share the same opinion. If any of you think something different, you're not wrong because
nobody knows.
No one knows. No one knows. But you're in the minority.
Minority, probably, yeah.
So what kind of RMC? What kind of RMC are they going to go? Steel Vengeance Iron Gwazi Zadra level?
So like a record-breaking 200-plus foot RMC. No. I don't see Hersheypark doing that. They don't really seem like the kind of park that breaks a ton of records. I don't see a big 220-foot RMC.
Yeah, where are their record breakers? They don't really have any record breakers. They don't seem concerned with that, which is fine because breaking records is a lot of times
just for like marketing,
and for the GP, the general public. Those are the people that love seeing in an advertisement new record-breaking roller coaster, the highest, the tallest, the fastest, this and that. Most people really just, if they see a new coaster and they're like, oh my God, I heard about this new company, RMC or something, because most people, other than enthusiasts, don't really know about ride manufacturers, obviously.
No.
So if they see an advertisement like, hey, we're getting a new coaster and this old wooden coaster is going to turn into this crazy thing that does all these inversions and all that, people will still get excited.
Oh, yeah.
So I see something more along like the Twisted Timbers line, maybe?
Yeah, maybe Twisted Timbers, maybe even the Joker at Discovery Kingdom. I mean, probably better than that. We haven't ridden it, but I've heard that it's one of the weaker RMCs. So I would say something better than that, but something that's a scale down, very like small, a smaller RMC.
Yeah, Wildcat being a GCI, they have the typical GCI turn, their lift hill, and then the turn. So I think that's perfectly set up for a barrel roll. So I could totally see them coming in and lift hill and then come barrel roll. And the barrel roll drops on Twisted Timbers, it's amazing. On Storm Chaser, it's amazing. So those things are so much fun. So if they do that and just pop it with tons of airtime and give it a couple, like, I don't know if they'll have room for a stall or anything like that. I mean, maybe not.
I mean, maybe make it something like Storm Chaser, where it's not very tall, it's not very fast, it's not very long, but a ton of airtime.
Ton of airtime and crazy airtime, too.
Very crazy.
Like, just airtime that you should not have on a coaster that big. And so that, I think, is the direction they're going to head.
Yep.
But that's it. That is the news. That is the talk of the town. When they're going to announce it, there's some people speculating that the 12th, whenever they talk about that Hersheypark in the dark, they're talking about, I've seen on Twitter, some people like, oh, maybe they're going to coincide the Hersheypark in the dark with the announcement of this, which that's coming in a few days, because today is July 9th, right?
I think so.
I think it's the 9th.
Yeah.
We never know what day it is. Do you guys ever know what day it is?
No.
I mean, that's, oh my God. So in a few days, Tuesday, it's Saturday, July 9th today. So Tuesday, July 12th is when Hershey's supposed to make another announcement. So maybe they'll coincide. So maybe we'll have another video coming out whenever they announce Steel Cat coming out.
Now, this is the first time I'm hearing about the announcement being that day, but my first thought is they're not going to announce it at the same time. That's my prediction. I don't think they're going to announce it at the same time. I mean, they just announced it closing, and then like a week later, they already announced what's going on with it. I mean, that's not going to happen.
But we don't know how Hershey does a lot of their announcements.
Right.
Because we've only been to Hershey a couple times, and we don't know how they
Yeah,
work all their
but
announcements.
still,
and that.
I don't know. I don't see that happening. I think later on in the year or something.
That's it. That's the video. That's all you get. You don't get any more. I know you want more. If you want more, then subscribe.
Subscribe.
Because you'll get plenty more. If you want more, go through our list of videos. We have tons of videos. We have Hersheypark vlogs.
Vlogs, yeah, there's 2 vlogs.
2 vlogs.
Many videos.
Many videos for you to choose from. So go
And
watch
also,
them.
more to come.
More to come. More to come from Beach Cliff Studios. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for liking. And thank you
for being a friend.